Welcome back and thank you for watching Toledo's longest running 9 a.m. show, Good Day. Have you ever doodled in a textbook, maybe covered up some words in the process? Well, that act might have made you a poet. Avery Bohman joins us from the 577 Foundation in Perrysburg with how you can become a blackout poet. Good morning. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So this is something I have never heard of before.
Yeah.
What is blackout poetry?
So it's a form of art where you take a pre-existing work, a text, traditionally a newspaper or a book, and you'll kind of just scan the page and search for words that pop out at you, maybe spark your interest, and you'll circle those in pencil, and then you'll black out everything else in Sharpie.
Okay.
And then that leaves behind a new poem or a new statement. And what's really cool about blackout poetry too is that you can add some art to it. So here I've added a bird.
The bird.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. I don't know that I could do something like that. But you know, hey, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
You've got a workshop coming up.
Yes, next Monday, October 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the 577 Foundation in Perrysburg, 577 East Front Street. And yeah, you can sign up on our website, 577foundation.org, or give us a call at our number. But all information is on the website.
Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of it this morning.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let me see.
So you'll just take any.
I'm going to pick. I'm going to go with this. Okay, more about house pups. We'll go there. All right, so I'm looking for words that kind of
spark your interest. Maybe they're big words. Maybe they're anything that's interesting to you.
Okay, all right. I like aesthetization. That seems like a fun word. Okay. What do you look for when you're...
I kind of look for words that are fun and interesting, but also words that can kind of combine those words together. So conjunctions, like we learn about in school. So that will connect your words together to make a sentence.
Okay. Let's see.
So here I'm circling brave. Maybe feeling.
Okay. I found nerves.
Yeah, that's a great
heart.
one. Yeah. Heart, yeah.
Hollow. That's a good word. I don't know what all I'm going to come up with here, but it's going to be fun. I mean, this is something that I imagine anybody can do, right?
Anybody, yeah.
I feel like I always say, oh, I'm not artistic or, you know, definitely not a poet, but, you know, you could start anywhere, right?
Yeah, for sure. And this actually is a great exercise for writer's block. A lot of the time, writers will use this method because there are already words on a page, and they're getting inspiration.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So 577 Foundation is where this is happening, and you mentioned 577 East Front Street in Perrysburg. This is a place my family calls the secret garden because it is kind of hidden back there. It's right along the river. But talk a little bit about what's so great about 577.
So yeah, people say it's a hidden gem. We have art classes, we have gardening classes, pottery is really popular, all sorts of things, but we really focus on curiosity, lifelong learning, and sustainability. So we really try to incorporate sustainability in our classes, and the great thing about this too is we're recycling these books and we're using them for something else. We're turning them into art. So yeah, we really try to do that there.
And you said curiosity. The really cool thing about 577 is my family, we've been there so many times, but every time we go, we find something new. We stumble upon something new. So make sure you go and check it out. See, this is in the springtime, I think, when we took that video. It's just beautiful. And you can go for a walk down by the river. Great things to do there. All right, I've got my Sharpie, so I think I'm going to get started here. So do we would erase this afterwards?
Yeah, you can outline it in the Sharpie if you want. You can outline the circle, and then you'll kind of just scratch out everything else.
Everything else.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see how I'm doing. I picked a really big word that I could barely say, anesthetization, assisted, nerves, ether, heart, treatment, hollow, odor. I don't know why I went with odor, but okay. So we just kind of... Do you usually do like one strike through, or do you kind of like go pretty heavy?
Yeah, it's up to you, honestly. Like here in my examples, I kind of blocked out everything.
Okay.
But like in this example up here, I kind of just cross it out. So you can see the words that are underneath it, but yeah, it's kind of just up to you.
How did you get into this? So
I first learned this in high school. I think it was my senior year of high school at Perrysburg High School, and I just fell in love with it. It's really cool. I never heard of it before, and then I actually taught it at the 577 Foundation in March, I think it was, to teens, and then I wanted to offer it again for adults. So.
Yeah. So any age, anybody can do this. And I find it to be kind of, soothing, right? You're just
It's very therapeutic. The repetition of just crossing things out.
And this workshop, is it in the house there at 577?
Yes, it's in Virginia's house. Yep.
And for people who don't know, 577 Foundation was gifted to the community from Virginia Stranahan, right? So what a wonderful thing to give back to the community for us to all enjoy all year round. And in the spring and summer, there's the community gardens that are going on, but we even like going in the fall and winter and just seeing what there is to experience there.
Every season is different. Every season is beautiful.
It is. You stumble upon something different everywhere. There's a story walk there and all kinds of things. So you said to register for this on the website. Is there a cost associated with this?
Yes, it's $24, but all supplies are included. And we even have some watercolors that we can experiment with. So yeah, it'll be a fun time.
Okay, I don't know how I did here, but it seems like I'm like a work in progress. How long? So it's a couple hours, right, for the workshop?
Yep, it's 6 to 8 p.m., so 2 hours. Yep.
So if I mess up on the first one and I don't like it as much,
you can do as many as you'd like
and try again. Okay, let's see. I've got. I don't know why I picked a word I can't say. Anesthetization. Anesthetization.
I don't know what that is either.
I don't know what that is. Assisted nerves, ether heart, treatment hollow odor.
Beautiful. Sounds perfect.
What do you have? What do you
have? I circled some words too. I circled brave, feeling, kindness, color, memory, and pleasure.
Oh, those are good words.
But yep. So then I would just go back and connect them with smaller words like and, but,
Okay, I see, and then connect it to make more of a sentence.
Yeah,
Well, you're definitely the pro here, and but this is just the first time, so I can do so much better next time. Again, if you're interested, this is coming up on Monday in the evening, 6 to 8 at 577 Foundation. You can get online and reserve your spot. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Thanks
for coming.